Well guys, welcome back to another solo adventure. Why not join me as I scout for the perfect location to call home for the night? I'm going to be cooking a beautiful steak under the stars and just enjoying the beautiful sounds of nature and the peace and quiet that it brings. So let's go camping. I feel like a proper cowboy today, and I'm gonna sleep and eat like a cowboy as well, I reckon. So let's go and find this spot because I have no idea where we're going today. Just thought I'd pack up and find a home in the woods for the night. I have realised now that I've got to the top pretty much, I've made a couple of mistakes today. One of them being I've got the wrong footwear. I'm wearing my casual boots that I normally wear when I'm out and about, but I forgot to change over to my walking boots, and these ones are not entirely waterproof. And two, I've forgotten my cooking pan, my cast iron pan. I was thinking to myself, my bag feels pretty good today. And then I realised I've left the pan in the car, and I'm cooking steaks. A big old steak tonight. But I know you can actually cook that on COALS. So I think I'm going to do that instead of going all the way back. So you have to overcome and adapt, adapt to new situations. So I'm going to carry on. I'm going to look for my my spot for tonight, and then when I get the fire down to the coals, lay the steak on, give it a go. I've never done it before, so this is probably a good opportunity to do it. Let's carry on. I have just found a campsite that I'm sure people have used many times because you can evidently see the mess they've left. Water bottles, glass bottles, biscuit wrappers, and just loads of wood that have just been burnt and pretty rubbish. Actually makes me sad when I see stuff like that. And I don't want to be told that I did that if I camped near here and someone came and accused me for doing it. So I'm going to keep trilling through the woodland and find myself a little home. Yeah, I should have definitely brought the right footwear for this. It's very boggy around here and very wet, and I plan to sleep on the floor. So I need to find the right spot for me to sit down and relax and cook. So I'm going to have another little wander through these dense woodlands here. I'm sure I'll find something very soon. It's quite boggy, quite wet, and I'm sure it's going to be like this for the remainder of this woods. But I feel like the grass could be green on the other side. Sometimes it's better just to make do with what you found, but still got a few hours of sunlight, and I'm risking it to see if I can find a better spot. Right, wish me luck. Now I've just turned back on myself, just come back out the woodland and out onto the path. But over there, where I can see some people climbing up there to head towards Roseby Topping, which is about 2 miles from here, I'm thinking those trees just up there, those patch of trees, might be perfect for what I'm looking for. So I'm going to join back onto the path that I first started on and head up there and see if it's any better. Well, I've made it across. Oh, it's just over there. quite foggy and misty over there now, but I've made it to the other side. I'm just wondering if the grass is greener on this side. I have found my home, my ideal home for the night. I am more than happy, more than happy. The spot that I went to earlier looked good. I like the idea of the denseness to it, but it was just a bit too wet for my liking, and I wasn't too keen with all the bugs and things flying around over the swampy water. But that's what happens when you're scouting on the day. You just have to just look what's best for you at the time, and I had a little bit of time just to explore a little bit more, and I did, and I'm thankful for that. But it is due a bit of fog and a bit of mist during the night, which is a bit of a risk because I am going without a tarp tonight. I was aiming to use a tarp, but there isn't a lot of room here for me to play with. I was going to do a little plough point, but I'm just gonna do it. Just gonna lay back and just bivvy it and enjoy the rest of the evening. If I wake up a bit wet, I wake up a bit wet, but it won't dampen spirits. I would enjoy my time here, especially when I've got a bit of food in me as well, even though I don't have a pan. I don't have a pan, but I'll get by, I'll make it happen. So let's get this bedding sorted and get that wood prepped for the evening meal. Just seeing these little mushrooms growing on this dead bit of wood. So cool. Fire's on. I'm gonna let that just do its thing, burn down to some coals, and then get the steak on. Talking about steak, treated myself to some steak detective. Good night, sweetheart. Sweet and hot beef jerky. Looking forward to this. I love these moments where you can just chill by the fire, relax, and enjoy the sounds, and enjoy some beef jerky. I can honestly say, Steve, this is the best beef jerky I've ever tasted. Keep it up, man. You're smashing it. This ain't sponsored, guys. I bought this along with some other goodies for camping. I wanted to support Steve and what he does at the Steak Detective. But I can honestly see why people bang on about it. Beautiful. Cheers, mate. Tally ho. It's good to be out. It's good to be out. And this weekend coming, I'm out camping with the family for 3 days, which can be nice. The kids love going camping, and so does the missus. And it was Rachel's birthday, just gone on Sunday. and it's going to be a nice little celebration time when we go away and enjoy some much needed family time. Got a couple of family camps coming up this month. One of those I'm going to take you guys along with me for a little adventure. It's going to be nice. May holidays for the kids, school holidays and that. It's good to spend time with them and show them what Daddy enjoys doing. It's time for a big old steak, and it's time for some mixed peppercorn. Get that one there. And I've also got some oak smoked Anglesey sea salt. Should be nice and flavoursome, this. Alright, let's chuck this on the coals and see what happens. See if it works for me. Let's give it a go. If all fails, I'll have some chocolate for dinner. I can hear some nice sizzles now coming from that steak. Nice and hot coals. So hopefully it will cook perfectly for me. It's funny leaving the pan back in the car and then realising it when I was away from it. Gave me a good opportunity to learn something new, so we'll see how this goes. Happy accident, I guess. It's all about learning something new when you're out and about, out camping. And the sizzles coming from that steak sounds good. So hopefully it'll cook how I like it and I can just scoff it down. But I'm glad that it's not dark yet, even though it's 8:45. Probably be dark in the next 45 minutes, I reckon. Just enough time for me to enjoy this and enjoy the rest of the evening. And this mist actually, I think, has actually worked out quite well for me, because with the flames going and the smoke kicking off there, it's kind of disguised in the mist, so no one nearby is going to see anything coming from the trees. It's all going to blend in nicely. It smells good. Well, the steak is definitely rare. I love rare steak in a way. I love it. Not for everyone, but it's just how I like it. I like it still mooing, as they say. I'm going to dip it in a bit of mustard. Cheers. Oh. So good. Strong mustard. Still got a nice crunch to it. I love my life. I was hoping to see some stars tonight, but it's a very foggy night. very cloudy. It's been a nice little adventure. Persevered through trying to find a location and finding this little spot to just lay under the trees. It's been good. It's been real good. But it's that time of the evening where I'll be soon going to sleep because it's nearly 10 o'clock now. And I have to get up tomorrow morning, probably about 5:30, 6 o'clock. As I've got work in the morning. So I need to get back, shower, get clean, wipe the steak off my beard and my hands. But it's been good. It's been a good time. And I wonder if I'll wake up damp. We'll see. What's that time, guys? That time for me to go to bed. It's 10:30 now, so I need to get all tucked away and hope for the best that it doesn't rain during the night. But it's been a good time. It's been good. Good night, guys. I'll see you all in the morning. It was a wet one. I could hear the rain hitting the tarp, sorry, the bivvy bag. I'm so used to saying rain on a tarp, but no. I could hear rain hitting the bivvy, but I wrapped myself up in it and I managed to keep nice and dry, so I'm all good. It's just gone past 6 o'clock. So I need to start packing up really and get myself going. Oh, the rain. I was going to make myself a coffee this morning, but it's pretty wet around and time is also against me this morning. So I think my coffee is going to have to wait until I get home. But it's been a good time. It's always a good time sleeping out in nature. So I can put my boots on and get tidying. Well, I'm all packed up now and the fireplace is all been taken care of, and the only evidence of me being here is the dry patch underneath my magic carpet. So I'm gonna tidy that over if I can, just to completely disguise that I've been here. But it's time pretty much for me to put my bag on and head on out. So I'm glad that I've packed my jacket because a lot of these branches are pretty wet. Well, I'm back on the main path now. It's a pretty foggy one as well, so I'm going to have to take it easy as I go down the steps behind me. Well, thanks guys for joining the adventure with me. I've had a lot of fun cooking that steak on the coals and waking up in a foggy woodland. And I hope you've enjoyed the adventure as much as I have. I look forward to taking you out again for another adventure soon. So until then, remember to stay wild and stay safe. Peace.